I don't wanna say it cause I'm feeling kinda faded, but I really wanna tell you everything. So just stay till the morning, cause this feels like it could be bigger than the night.
That is new music from Juno nominee and friend of the morning show, Shawn Hook. It's called Bigger Than the Night.
The BC singer-songwriter is out with a new EP, his first project since overcoming cancer last year, and Shawn joins us now.
Shawn, so good to see you. Good morning.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
Yeah, great to have you here. And first off, just to tell us a bit, if you could, about your health journey and where you are health-wise right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, last year I was doing a small tour in BC, and I noticed I had like a bump on the side of my neck. And I had one concert left in my hometown. It was sold out. But I was like, I should go to the doctor beforehand. And they're like, listen, we have to do a biopsy. And I was like, okay, well, can I just get this, this show, because it was obviously super important to me. And said, yeah, come back on Monday and we'll do it then. And so I did this show, but by that time it was a bump, but I was also not feeling like myself, emotionally, physically. And I drove back to Vancouver after the show, and I got the biopsy, and unfortunately a week later I got the call that it was cancerous. So right immediately my world just stopped. Everything was put on hold. And I found out it was tonsil cancer. So right away, obviously my life was my concern, but then I was also like, what does that mean in terms of treatment and my voice and my career, my livelihood and all these things? But thankfully I got on it really, really quick. The team at the BC Cancer Agency in Vancouver was incredible. I had an incredible surgeon, Dr. Prisman, radiology therapist, and I went through treatment, chemo, radiation surgery, and as of August last year, I've been in remission.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Thank you.
And what is, when you look back, and that's been the year, and here you are. At one point, you were wondering about your career, whether you'd be able to sing again, and now here you are releasing this awesome EP.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a long period of time or a short period of time?
Yeah, it's a good question. It kind of, at this point, it feels like a short period of time, but at the time, like literally, like it was day by day. And so today kind of feels surreal to re-reflecting on it, where like a year ago I was just out of chemo and radiation, and this didn't seem like this would be a possibility. But thankfully my voice is back. What I went through really inspired a lot of the music on the EP as well. And the title of the EP is called Beauty and Surrender, because I had to surrender to everything that defined me to that moment. And it gave me so much more in return. And that was the beautiful part of it. So when I was putting the EP together and thinking of titles and trying to find a thread that made sense for the record, I landed on that. And I'm just very grateful. I have a completely new perspective and appreciation for pretty much everything, because life is so fragile.
Yeah. Talk to us a bit more, excuse me, if you could, about the word surrender, because we understand that has become your motto now. What is the power in that word for you?
Well, it's funny because when you hear surrender, it's like, oh, you're giving up. But to me, I was just consumed with overthinking my condition. The mind sometimes spirals into the negative thoughts. And I just had to surrender and let go and not try to control my fate. Because when you're diagnosed with cancer, you already can't control that. So I had to really let go. I listened to a lot of Bob Marley and just live my life a day at a time. And I think it is beautiful because you appreciate so much more. Because I find, like, personally, I was just kind of a bit of a rat in a cage, like thinking about the next song and the next interview and the next EP. And the next thing you know, 10 years down the road, what am I getting out of life? So the gift for me was perspective and also what I really want out of life moving forward.
We also have to extend our congratulations on your engagement. 2 weeks after you went into remission. You proposed.
It looks like it was a yes.
It definitely was. Oh my goodness. That's my beautiful fiance, Kylie. And when I was going through treatment, she flew up from LA every weekend to be with me as much as she could, and then flew back and went to work. She did that for 8 weeks. And I just, as soon as I got the good news, I was like, okay, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. I bought the ring, and that was the proposal, and she said yes. So yeah, it was another gift from that experience, because it's like both of us, like all these little things we used to like butt our heads on, we really realized how insignificant those things were. And we just look at life together as a gift, and it's just beautiful. So I'm grateful.
Well, listen, congratulations on the engagement. Congratulations on the brand new EP. Again, it's called Beauty in Surrender. It is available now. Shawn, so good to see you. Glad you're doing well health-wise, and thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.